Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about and letting you guys know how you can prepare yourself for the Destiny 2 Edge of Fate DLC. Before I get into this video though, if you do enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe for more Destiny and other gaming related content, and without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So first, let me show you a very useful website. This website is called Destiny Recipes. I'm sure you've probably heard of it before, but if you haven't, let me explain what it does. Destiny Recipes has a handful of useful tools such as the Vault Cleaner, the Loot Companion, Power Progress, and the feature most related to this video is the pre-seasonal checklist. What this does is it gives you 3 areas in what you should do in order to prepare. These are resources, stored XP, and vault space, all being out of 100 points. If you log into your Destiny account on the website, you can also see how many items you have or how many you need to get. For example, it recommends 25 upgrade modules, which is a full stack of upgrade modules. If you get all the required materials listed on the website, that will then equal the full 100 total points in the resources tab. Now, onto the stuff that you can do in game to prepare. First off, if you want easy ways to farm materials, I recommend farming Nightfall. Obviously, the higher the difficulty, the better rewards you get, or another way, which may be easier depending on your power level, is Dares of Eternity. More specifically on Expert. This may sound like a bit of a weird suggestion, but from my experience, each run of Dares of Eternity on Expert only takes about 15 minutes, and you seem to be guaranteed 1 Ascendant Shard per run. Also, if you are solo, or only have a few friends that play this game, you can always use the Fireteam Finder in game. Whenever I start a Fireteam Finder, it only usually takes a few minutes for a full team of Guardians to join, and it's probably one of the easier activities to matchmake on, because you don't need to know different encounters, and more importantly, you don't need a mic. The same can be said about Fireteam Finder and Grandmasters. So, just with over 2 weeks left to the DLC, that means you have plenty of time to farm these activities for resources. But on to that last point, let me just remind you of Tonics and the Tome of Want. These are some great ways to get more resources for each encounter you do, and will make your life just that little bit easier. I would highly recommend using the tonics because they are super easy to craft and can get you boost on plenty of materials such as Glimmer, Enhancement Cores, and Ascendant Alloys. It's even better as well because if you craft a purple variant, they last for a whopping 112 minutes. If you don't know how to craft these tonics or have just simply forgotten, then just head on over to Ido in the last city, interact with the tonic table, and click on enriching tonics and then resource tonics, and craft till your heart's content. Also, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty certain the tonics and the Tome of Want will be gone once Edge of Fate releases, so make sure you always have a tonic on just to use them up before they potentially disappear. Maybe someone can either confirm or correct me in the comments. There will also be various weapons that I suggest you obtain before the Edge of Fate. However, I will be making a separate video on that entirely. However, if you can't be bothered to watch that, I will go over some briefly. The first being Lost Signal. Lost Signal is an area denial grenade launcher that can be obtained from Episode Echo's activities or by focused decoding engrams at Failsafe in the Helm. Lost Signal is probably my favourite gun to release this year, as it is really good for getting your darkness side of Transcendence up quickly, and the fact that this is craftable. So it is really easy to get a role like auto loading holster and one for all, or auto loading holster and vorpal weapon. One other gun that I recommend that you get is Barrow Dyad. Barrow Dyad is an exotic strand SMG that you can obtain by doing some secret quests located in the Nether activity. If you haven't gotten it yet and you don't know how, there are quite a few guides out there on YouTube that I recommend that you check out. Another thing that you should do is to save your engrams. With the Edge of Fate release, we will be getting 3 new exotics, 1 for each class. However, to get these exotics, you will need to have reset Master of Rules rank at least 1. So, if you want to be able to use these exotics quickly, I highly recommend that you save up all your engrams to reset that rank ASAP, if you want to use these new exotics. Now, the last thing that I recommend you do before the Edge of Fate DLC releases is to bounty prep. What this means is that you can go to different vendors and complete their bounties. That way you can get stored XP on your account because completed bounties do not expire. This means that you can 1. Get a head start on the seasonal pass, and 2. Probably more importantly, get the artifact power bonus and artifact mods unlocked early. This is probably more important if you're going to attempt a day 1 raid, but still useful nonetheless. One last thing to mention about bounty prepping is that I would not recommend that you farm and keep these specific bounties. That being Gunsmith bounties, Trials of Osiris bounties, and Episode bounties from Failsafe and Ido. That is because all of these bounties are leaving in the Edge of Fate. We also know that Ada 1 bounties will be getting an update, so I'll leave that up to you whether or not you farm those bounties. All other bounties are staying the same, such as destination bounties, so I'll just recommend that you farm those. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed and found this helpful. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe for more Destiny 2 and gaming related content. I will definitely be doing more Destiny videos during the Edge of Fate, So let me know if there's anything you guys want to see down below in the comments, and I will be sure to see you guys next time.